We're in the ramble.
All right.
We did it.
All right.
We hit the review, and I think we made a good brisk pace with it without spoiling too much.
I think it was fun. Anything else to say about it?
Got a lot. So, let's get some theories. This might get some good buddies talking in the comments. Your current prevailing theories on what happened to Norman. Is he dead? Is he totally whacked? Do they have some purpose for him? If not, what is that purpose?
That's a breeder, baby. That's what he's doing.
That's my freaking hunch.
That's a breeder, baby.
I think they pulled Norman. So if
it is implied. Now, God, you really should have already watched this if you're listening to us now, because we're about to spoil a lot. But here we go. Norman gets adopted, quote unquote. He is gone as far as we know. You don't see anything happen to him. You see him go to the gate.
And this is long after they're planning the escape, too.
You see him go into a side room in this gate.
Yeah, Mom is like, hey, I need you to wait in here for me.
What the thing for me that gets me about it is, as they're walking, she says something like, I'm really glad, something like, I'm glad to have raised someone like you, or to have met someone like you.
I'm glad to have the chance to meet someone like you.
Yes, which all of this together implies to me, here's what we know, is that these kids are coming from somewhere. Someone's having babies.
Yep.
It takes two to tango, baby boy. I think that dude is getting pumped.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, it's just really, really, really occurring to me.
You know what they did is they put him out to stud.
Yeah. I mean, what if they do the old-fashioned horizontal limbo?
Oh,
they pull the moms in there, because these moms have pretty lonely lives. Dude, what if he has to breed with Isabel?
I don't think he's breeding with anybody that we've seen. I think it's gonna be other people. Because here's the thing: that's the other thing we get when we get Isabel's backstory. God, you really should have watched this show if you're listening to this. When we get Isabel's backstory, we see when she's in training, etc., etc. Before she actually gets the job in the place, we see that she is pregnant. So we know it happens, and then she goes to her job.
Yep.
So he's not. There's no way he's breeding with her.
Yeah, but
that would be too much. But someone's getting that Norman jizz.
Yeah. That would be my guess.
That's my guess. I think they set that boy out to stud. They said, you know what? This guy, he's a champion.
He's got that DNA.
He's an absolute master. We need more of this high quality spunk.
Yeah. Well, and that's what. Like they're very particular. Like if you want to sell semen, if you want to sell sperm, they're particular about who they take for that.
Oh yeah.
You can't just be some homeless man off the road going up to the sperm bank to
I mean, you can. You just ain't gonna get much for it.
You ain't gonna get anything for it. They won't take you,
baby. If you're a specimen.
Yeah. If you got skills and you can prove that you have those skills, parents that can't conceive children
or who are doing the in vitro thing or whatever.
Yeah. They come in and they look through a book of all these skills that these
and they say, ooh, this is a handsome fella, Olympic gold medalist. Ooh, top of his scores in the SATs.
He's got the 3 I's: intensity, integrity, and intelligence.
He is in fact Kurt Angle.
He won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Are you saying you would have Kurt Angle's baby?
I think I am.
I think I would.
I think I am. And he likes milk. Big piece of strudel with it, you know.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, my God.
That's terrible. You're a monster.
Yeah, but I mean, you good buddies, let us know what you think. I think that's what's happening.
I think that's what's happening.
Do you think we'll see him again?
Man, that's the question, isn't it? I don't know. I think the only other thing I would say is if he's not a breeder, maybe there's a way of like turning these people into the demons or whatever. I think he's a breeder though.
Yeah,
I think he's a breeder.
I feel like that's fair.
I would say the other thing. Let's take turns. So we got the theory. That's a big theory. I would like to talk about without going too much into it. I was very impressed with Isabel's backstory. They really make her it's hard to describe it any way. They make her sympathetic.
Yeah, she's a sympathetic villain, but
Yes.
they do her so well that she still feels like a villain.
Well, that's the thing, is like the big thing there is that she went through all the same shit these kids did. And we saw she tried to break out too. She couldn't quite get that far, but that was the thing, is because, and again, there's other people who describe this better than I can. It seems like they were willing to work together. She was more doing her own thing, so maybe that's why she didn't get out. But they make her sympathetic. I think that at the end of it, she's always saying how much she loves these kids, and I think she really does.
Yeah.
I think she really, really does.
I think this is just the world that she knows.
Yes, and that's what she ended up doing. That freaking scene, because like they give you a whole thing. Oh, there was this boy she liked, and he played the mandolin, and he had this song that she liked a bunch, and then she ended up getting recruited to be a mom, and then she went through all this training, and then we see her pregnant, and she's humming that song, and then we see her walking, and Ray's reading a book, and he's humming that song, and we already know, because he said earlier, that he somehow has memories of his childhood, being born, even being in the womb. A rare thing where he just remembers everything from any time he existed.
Yeah.
And when he was humming that song, I went, no fucking way!
Yep.
That's it. That's her baby.
Yep.
That's her baby, Roger.
And she was gonna ship him off too. Now, granted, she might have.
God.
That's why Ray got special treatment too.
Maybe, yeah.
And maybe she had something planned for Ray as well. Like,
Yeah,
like it seems like she had something planned for Norman.
Really, just everything about that.
Oh, and she had something planned for Emma as well.
Yeah, everything. I think in her mind, she loved all these kids so much, them in particular, that if it is like a breeder thing, Norman and Ray were going to be breeders, and she wanted Emma to be a mom, I think.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, it's just so intense. And that freaking scene, dude, that broke me. That was rough.
Yep.
And then he does the whole, hey, because he knows, obviously he knows. And she's like, how do you know that song? And he says, Mom, why did you give birth to me? And she just says, to survive, or something like that, for survival.
Yeah, and that's what it boils down to. That's what breaks her. That's what broke the kids, all in different ways, is just the will to survive.
Now, all that to say, you do get that some backstory with Sister Crone, not nearly as sympathetic. It's certainly sympathetic.
I thought it was still sympathetic. I thought hers was more on the, I don't know, I would almost say that hers was more on the sad end. Like, I felt...
That was another thing, is that like we see Sister Crone's backstory. We don't see her pregnant.
Yeah.
Which to me is a pretty startling, not maybe a startling revelation, but it makes sense because she's always carrying around that baby doll. That's another thing. She's a little bit tropes, but that's a thing.
Yeah.
She's carrying around this.
She's a little crazy.
Yeah, she's a little cuckoo, you said. But again, tropes. That was a thing for her, is that she's always carrying around this beat up baby doll with the googly eye, and that's like a thing maybe for her, which is a real bummer.
Well, she hangs on to things. Like, that was part of her personality. She finds things and she hangs on to them. Yeah. Because, she's very much like ground your feet in, stick them back, roll them through the dirt, and push forward to try to get on the top if you can.
This is, I think, ultimately a show about people who went through some horrible abuse and have this PTSD, and that shapes how they think, and these kids who are subject to that same treatment or who are trying their goddamnedest to get away from it. And that's a very compelling program to me.
Yep.
It's very good.
Yeah. And what I liked about Sister Crone too, back on her just briefly, is that she does have one final shine. She does one thing that you know for sure, hey, that was probably the right thing. That was a better thing to do. And it wasn't so much for her survival as it was for the kids. And I liked that. I liked it.
She goes out a hero. She still goes out. She still, I don't know. There's just stuff about her character and the way her arc went.
She's not as strong as Isabella.
It hurts. It hurts a little bit, but still, her role was played very well.
And at the end of the day, she was there to die.
Yeah,
so,
it's meh.
Yeah, it's a bummer. The whole show is kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
till the end, and you get a little glimmer of hope.
Just a glimmer.
Let's see. What do you? Okay, so another thing that it does raise a big mystery about this show that isn't answered, but it's not questioned at all. It's where the hell did these demons come from?
Yeah, I don't know. Also, we know that like
there are other planets.
We know it's like the future or whatever because it's like 20. All the episode titles are dates. Mm-hmm. So like it's like 2040 something or whatever.
I thought they were the numbers on the net.
No, it's the dates because we
cool.
even see a calendar at one point that says it's the year 2045 or whatever. So like one episode is like the dates are mixed around because that's
I never put that together. I always thought
there was one that was like 3110 2045.
That's why I'd be looking for that number on their neck and they're like, no. I have not found it yet.
The numbers are too long. They're all like 6 digits or 5 digits, I think. But no, the dates are all like the episode titles are dates. So like there was one that was on Halloween. And keep in mind that like here in America we do like month, day, and then year. Everywhere else they do day, month, year because they go a little big, which makes a lot more sense. We're dumb. Also, we good on the metric system, baby.
Yeah, they do a lot of backwards shit.
We're
driving
fools.
on the left side.
We're fools. We're also way cooler. We made John Wick. Eat me. But yeah, man, that's the thing is like they're all dates. There was one bit in I need to like rewatch a thing because there was a bit early on where I was trying to figure out what time period this was before I saw the calendar and before I realized they were dates. That I think Norman says something about he mentions a year. I think it's like in episode 2 maybe. I need to rewatch. But he mentions a year, and I was like, that don't sound right. So I don't know, like, I'm still not entirely sure what's going on. But we know it's like the year 2040 something, I think.
Okay, so it's in the not so distant future.
Yeah. It's close enough. So are they aliens? I don't know. Are they actual demons who came from the? I don't know. Are they hyper-evolved bugs? Yeah, maybe. There's really no telling. I think if we do find out, it'll be way down the line. I'm talking like season 3 territory. But it's pretty cool stuff. Mm-hmm. What do you think is the big thing for season 2? Because I think they're going to find that fucker who was writing them books.
You think they're going to find the dude in the books?
Yeah, the book dude.
I think that the Forest is going to provide a lot more surprises than what we might be thinking.
Are you saying we're going to have a Lost Boys situation?
I'm saying, dude, that we're going to have a Made in Abyss in this forest.
Ooh, you think there's monsters and shit?
Yeah, I think that there's going to be creatures.
Okay.
They're going to be trying to survive against these creatures.
Okay. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think like they survive for a bit. I think they have to find some kind of civilization. I think there's a decent chance they like find this person who was writing the books or whatever because they know someone was slipping messages to the inside.
Yep.
Which is a really cool little thing they threw in there. And the fact that apparently there was quite a bit that they didn't cover from the manga that didn't make it to the anime because they had to get through this first arc, this big arc. The fact that one made it in and we don't see any resolution to it heavily implies to me that they're going to find this guy or at least someone who knows about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, beyond that, I don't know, man. I'm just on the ride. I know that.
Yeah. What do you think? Season 2, you think they're going to have weapons?
I mean, they got to at least have a sharp stick.
Yeah. Dude, are we talking Emma's got a gun?
Oh my God. You're the worst. It's so bad. Can Ray have a ray gun?
Oh, yeah, he can.
All right. Have we talked enough about the show? Do you want to go to what you've been watching?
Raber.
Oh, no. That was terrible. That was bad. Don't even.
All the people in the back laughing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let me try it again.
No.
A light Raber.
No sold.
This is really funny.
You're a bad guy.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
We're not going to talk anymore about this. If you somehow got through all that and haven't seen the show, just shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
If you don't want to see it after that,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
All right. Nothing's wrong with you. You're beautiful and we love you. Thank you for listening to our silly show.
You're beautiful. It's true. Fucking high.
I was fucking high. Fuck that guy. All right. Roger, I got a very important question. I must know the answer to it.
Yeah.
It is burning in my chest.
Is it?
What have you been watching?
Dude, I closed out the very end of Mob Psycho.
Yeah, you did. Samesies.
Yeah, briefly, just speaking on, we're going to talk about that next week, so we're going to go over that more.
Freaking killer.
Yeah, it was very good.
Killer.
Oh man, and there's a fight in there that I just can't wait to talk about until the.
There's a couple fights I really enjoyed. I had one complaint about the first season of Mob Psycho, which was the girls didn't do enough, and you know what? Still there, but fool.
I think that the muscly girl, she was
she was in a fight.
She was in part of one of the most important fights. So
we got to see her in action, which we didn't really get in the first one. I will give you that.
She was able to do some damage,
but there's still, I don't know, man. There's still a lot that I was like, come on, man. It's mostly a show about these dudes, and that's fine because they are cool dudes, and I'm into them. But I don't know. Anything else to say about that one?
Nope, I don't want to say anything too much about her.
Yeah, because we're about to talk about it next week. What else have you been watching, my boat?
Dude, you know that you finished and I finished that Domestic Girlfriend.
Oh my God.
So let's talk about that ending real quick.
It
was beautiful.
Let me just say this. We don't want to talk about this too much because, as you have already said, we're going to talk about it on the show, and I can't do shit about that. So I guess we're gonna. But
no, now you get a pass. You can put one out.
I'm not okay.
If you ever feel the need, like, hey, we absolutely have to talk about this.
All right, man.
Okay. You know that I would do it anyway.
I would just here's what I would say about the end of my, and I get we're just gonna side by side or what have we been watching because we both watch the same stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But here's what I would say about that one is what I told you earlier is that it was fairly serious. It had its downs. It had some deep, dark, painful, depressing downs.
Yeah.
And it leveled off for our character. My dude walked out on a high. There was a lot of really great stuff in there. There were a few moments that truly broke my heart and a few moments that really made my heart soar. And you know what? It was very good. It was fairly serious. It dropped off a lot of the dumb shit. And it was just good storytelling. And I appreciate that. And right as we were crossing that bridge, that anime said, fuck all that, pulled a big old illegal U-turn and drove me straight fucking back to downtown Ha-Haville. Just fuck off at the very
I fucking love
it.
It's so good. It's
the very end, Roger.
You can't deny how fitting it is. Because at the end of the day, bitch, you just watched some smut. It's so good. It's so funny. I really love that anime. I thought it was very fun. And I thought that ending was, oh God, essentially Rui is just like, you know, the sister's gone or whatever. They got caught. They got fucking found out. They got hosed. And she sacrifices herself so nobody brings it up to him, so it doesn't affect his aspirations in his future.
And then just right at the end, she's like,
Rui's
"Hey, let me straddle you real quick."
Yeah, she's like, "I'm still gunning for you, baby."
Oh God,
she's gone, but I'm here. Not enough boobies. 10 out of 10 though.
9.5 out of 10. Not enough boobies.
But you know, I did say I was like, I don't think there's any way that this is gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah.
And it did its best to give us a little bit of everything. That's what that show was just a little bit of everything.
Would you call it the full package?
I'd call it the total package, dude. The big package. The bulging package.
You're a monster.
If you're anything like me, that package was bulge.
I did enjoy watching watching his friend, the nerd boy with the nerd glasses, throw him against a fucking wall. Yeah. Just go full stone cold. I'm like, listen here, motherfucker. That was pretty good.
It was good, man. It was a good episode.
He had
it
it coming.
Fitting in. And what I liked about it too, and when we review it, I'll bring this up.
Yeah,
too,
you will.
Was the fact that the people that did it, Domina or whatever, they don't
do much of
typically
second seasons.
Don't do second seasons. If it gets picked up by somebody, then maybe.
And it left you. Like we said with the Promised Neverland, it gave you a pretty satisfying ending. I thought
everything up.
It tied it up pretty good. There is obviously a lot of room for more. Whether or not we get it, I don't know.
This one does a good job at selling you that manga.
Yeah.
Like if you like this, then you're gonna like. Hey, you should check out the manga.
You already did.
Yeah, we keep going. I sure did. I got it on my phone. My old phone's right here. Got me one of them apps with them mangas.
And it make his pee-pee hard.
Yeah, it make my pee-pee hard. I mean, you did 0.5 chapters.
You're a fool.
You ever heard of 0.5 chapters, sir?
Oh, no.
What about 0.2s?
Oh, no.
Oh, dude.
You're a monster.
Let me tell you about the 0.5 of the trip or whatever.
Please, no.
You don't want to hear about it? All right, I won't tell you.
No.
Okay, you'll never know.
That's one for the ramble when we talk about the show. You monster.
Okay, you'll have to remind me.
Jesus Christ. I'm just so sad.
I'm just so
sad about cartoons now.
I'm sad too because I didn't want it to be over and I still don't.
Oh, you monster.
I am excited to watch all the way again whenever we go to review it. I'm not saying you have to do that, and I doubt you will, but I certainly probably will be.
You watch anything else, big boy?
I started Ultraman.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I haven't. I didn't even realize that was up.
Yep, it's up. It came out at the very beginning of April.
Nice. Like episode 1, episode 2.
It's all the way up. It's Netflix.
Netflix. Full drop. Hell yeah.
It's full.
Oh shit! I might have to run through that,
dude. I will say that.
Did not doing it for you?
No, I actually do like it, and it grew on me pretty fast.
Is it better or worse than SSSS Gridman?
I don't know yet.
Ooh.
I have to watch all of it.
Because you liked you some Gridman.
I will say that Gridman has far superior animation.
Okay. That's what I
think about this is I don't think that you're going to particularly care for it.
Is it the 3D stuff?
CG, yes. And the first episode is particularly stiff. The first episode is stiff to the point where Kat was watching with me and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to Google and find out what the frame rate of this show is."
Oof.
It does fix itself. It does. No, well, the CG never goes away, but it does. It does do what it can to smooth out that animation. It starts looking better.
Oh, you're breaking my heart here, big boy.
However, if you don't like that CGI stuff, then it's a bit stiff. I do think that it's going to be a good series, though. I actually, whenever I was looking for the frame rate, I stumbled across people reviewing, and it hasn't got a single bad review yet. Everybody did mention that CG, but it hasn't got a bad review yet. I think it's going to be on that level of SSS Gridman, that you get what you get. What you went into this for, you're going to get. You're going to get some fights. There is one thing that does squick me a little.
Some giant fighting robots.
Yeah. I do like the new suit. And essentially, it starts off, if you're familiar with Ultraman at all,
sure.
The main character of the original series, we start off with him. He learns again that he's Ultraman, and the story then kicks into his son.
Okay.
Passing the torch.
So is there like a time jump?
There is a from the beginning. The first
so it
episode,
kind of goes like here's this guy. He finds out he's this thing, and time jump. He is now like a weathered warrior passing the torch.
Well, so his memories are gone. The original Ultraman, his memories are gone, and his son is starting. He's like noticing that his son is starting to develop powers.
So like,
and he knows he's familiar with Ultraman. All of Japan is familiar with Ultraman.
It's kind of the Men in Black Tommy Lee Jones. Like he was all grizzled, and now he's working at the post office.
Yes, and then it gets that moment where his friend's like, you weren't exactly in the force with us, however you're close because you wore Ultraman. You know, you get that moment where he's
like, what? Nah.
Well, he knows that he has. He
knows he was.
He knows that he has some sort of power.
But he doesn't like remember it.
Yeah, but he sees he knows how to control it.
Fascinating. That sounds interesting, but I hate CG.
Let me go through the whole series, and if it's something particularly, I think that
if it has like a really great ending and it fucking sticks it, then maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get exactly, you're gonna get a big battling show. The main enemy looks fucking dope.
Okay.
And the first big fight that you get, it's fucking awesome.
Okay.
And that's where that CG, that video game SCG really kind of shines. It's when they go into fights and stuff like that. Whereas, if you're just doing some normal, you guys are having a conversation and you're eating a little bit of, your son's eating a little bit of pizza, dad's reading the paper, that animation doesn't particularly appeal as it does whenever it's in full motion in a fight and there are explosions going off everywhere. And those explosions look fucking real.
Okay. That sounds like it would be jarring.
It's not.
Okay.
Because it has good color usage, I think.
Okay.
I think you get like a lot of like darks and neons for lights and stuff, and then you have the big glowing orange fire. It's very pleasing to look at in those fight scenes. That's what I thought.
All right, man. I'm horny for it. I got a quarter chip.
Yeah. So I'm going to check it out more, and I'll be talking about it more. It was something that I was considering reviewing, but at the end of the day, if I don't think that you're going to like that animation, I'm not going to make you sit through it and review it. If I really have a boner for it that much, then I can just get on.
I'll at least check it out, and we'll discuss
I can
it,
do a
obviously.
solo one day. Like I'm sitting here with nothing to do, I can put down the Sekiro and I can do a quick solo review.
No,
if
of
I feel
course.
like it's something I should do.
Of course, if the good buddies demand it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you demand it.
By all means, tell us what you want us to show.
Give that animation a point.
Tell us what you want to see. Like, look, and I know I'm the guy who is like not super into the fan service and the titty jiggles, and I understand I'm opening myself to some pretty heinous stuff. But if there's something that enough of y'all tell us, watch this, we'll freaking watch it.
That's a slippery slope.
But we said episode 0. We said
slippery.
episode 0. We are not covering Boku no Pico. All right.
Yeah. No, sir.
You got anything else you
No,
watch?
sir.
Because I got one.
No, that's all that I watched. Other than that, it was the third week of Sekiro.
Nice, dude. You monster. The only other thing I checked out besides those, I still haven't caught up on Dororo. I plan on doing that this week, and probably gonna watch the remainder of Price of Smiles and see if that one has any merit to it.
I was thinking about picking that one up.
I mean, I've watched those first 6 or 7. I've watched the first 6.
Yeah, we're right on
weird.
We're right on the cusp of spring anime.
But the only other thing I did watch, and I gotta tell you, baby, it's still my number 1. Kaguya-sama Love is War. It's so good.
I gotta know, did you like it more than Mob Psycho? Do you want to remove it because it's the second season?
They are two very different shows, and I will say that.
Okay.
I think that if I'm thinking about it, honestly, the cool thing about Mob is the fight scenes, the amazing animation of it, the way that it jumps here and there, and
Mob is best boy.
Mob is very good. He's an amazing young man, and I love him. I just want him to be happy. I just want my boy to be happy. But if I pretend that doesn't exist, if I'm looking at these on their own merits, I'm not saying one's better than the other. That one would get a very high score from me. Kaguya-sama Love is War would also get a very high score from me. I can't really say it's better or worse. I'm saying me personally, this is the show I looked forward to the most.
We'll see what the scores run out to.
I know for you, the show you looked forward to the most each week.
Yes, absolutely.
Was Domestic Girlfriend. For me, it was Kaguya-sama Love is War, and I feel like they wrap this season up very well. They leave it open for more. From what I've read, the manga has apparently, I don't know if it's full on concluded. It's gotten to the big thing you want, which is who's gonna break, and someone breaks, and it happens.
Man, I love that.
Yeah, so we know that happens. No, not in the show. We know in the manga that happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So with that being said, that's enough for a conclusion. I think there's, as good as this show is, as much budget as they put into it, because God, that animation is good. The sound is good. Everything about it is so good. I think there's a good chance we get a season 2. I haven't read anything that there is going to be one. I really, really hope so. But we'll find out, and if there's not, you know what? Honestly, I'm cool with it. It was a very good show. It
seemed like a lot of people really liked it, too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, so I'm really hoping that we get more, but if we don't, honestly, I'm cool with it. I like what I got.
Yeah.
But it's very good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's just your slice of life, a little bit psychological at times, but it's just very, very good. It's my favorite show this season, and I don't mind saying that.
Well, hey, if you good buddies have been watching that,
and also it has the most kickiness opening ever.
Oh, it's good.
Fight me.
If you good buddies are curious, we will be reviewing that one directly after Mob Psycho. So
hey, sexy.
So there you go. We got a little foresight going.
Roger's finally gonna have to watch it.
Hard subject to change, but I'm still pumped about watching it.
It's wrapped now. So you said you were gonna wait for it to wrap. Are you gonna wait till after we review Mob Psycho?
I said I was gonna wait and watch it the week that we do the review.
Okay.
Because I really like doing that. Honestly, it makes it easier for me. It keeps it all in the front of my mind. So I thought that I knew from the moment that I watched the first episode, from the moment I heard you talking about it and loving on it, I knew it was going to be something that we were going to review.
I mean,
at the point where I was catching up on everything, I was like, you know what, we're going to review that one for sure.
Okay.
So that was really my reasoning into doing that. But I'm pumped about it, dude.
Listen, I understand why you're doing it that way, and I respect your decision. I'm still going to call it a cop-out. Anyway.
Hey, man. It might have been different if Sekiro didn't come out.
You're a monster. The only thing I would say about that final episode is that it's kind of the first part of it, because each of these episodes is split into little like 2 or 3 little segments. The first part of it is the conclusion of the last part of the previous episode. It's a very good conclusion. There's a lot of bits in there that are it is at times sad, it is at times heartbreaking, it is at times action-packed, and it ends on a very beautiful note. And then the last little segment, which is kind of the, happy mouthwash, I could say, because this one, while it was a bit of a ride, it was, overall, there were some bits that
I'm gonna take you for a ride.
All right. That last bit, God almighty, I don't think I've ever related so hard with Shiragane, the president character, because man, oh man, he is stressing over some dumb shit. It's like the whole like, okay, do they think this? Do they think that kind of thing? And he's really stressing over, and I'm like, oh my beautiful boy, oh my beautiful boy. But yes, it's very good. There's some great moments where they're just, I can't even talk about it, but it's just very good. That's all I'm going to say. It ends on a great note. I really loved it. It is still my favorite this season, and I think I'm done now. Anything else to talk about, or are we going to plugs?
I think we're about done in the plugs, man. We're ready to get in there. I got
no questions, no news?
No questions,
I
no
have
news.
one piece of news.
Oh, do you?
I got some anime news. Give me the noise. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some anime news. I got one and only one, because I saw this a couple days ago, and part of me was like, no fucking way. Another part of me was like, I mean, yeah. Roger, are you ready to stay up till 4 a.m. and to lose some friendships over a stupid game when you finally flip the table?
Ding, ding.
Because we got MHA Monopoly coming.
Oh, no. I love it.
It's so good. So my favorite thing about these like Monopoly different versions of them is just looking at the different shit and seeing what they are. The big ones here are that the Chance and Community Chess have been replaced by Go Beyond and Plus Ultra. Big note for me is always, what are Boardwalk and Park Place, because those are the big money
One
ones.
of them has to be University High, right?
No, it's all characters.
Oh.
Every one of them are characters. So, now, one of them pretty obvious.
All Might,
obviously, has to be Boardwalk. Park Place, it's Midoriya, duh.
Okay.
Because he's like the successor. The rest of that side, the green spaces, which are, your second most valuable in the game, are Bakugo, Todoroki, and Uraraka. Here's a bit for you that I found really interesting. You know those doo-doo brown places right next to Go that are the shitty ones that nobody wants? I mean, they get you the least amount of money anyway. You know what those are?
Actually, I love those places.
Of course you do.
I gun for them.
Oh, I know you do. And that makes perfect sense. Go ahead and guess which one of them is.
Grape juice, baby.
It's Mineta. One of them's Mineta. One of them is All Might Unpowered.
That actually makes it better, because Brandon will never want to buy the Mineta piece.
No, I won't. If I land on it, I'm just going to be auction that bitch. I ain't buying that shit. I ain't paying for that garbage. Not full price anyway. I'll be damned. The tax space is a Battle Lost, it says. It's got a picture of that fake Harley Quinn and Stitch Boy.
Oh, nice. I love it, dude.
Dude, it's really cool. It's really interesting. Here's the other thing, and I don't think I got a screenshot of them. No, I did not. But the pieces, let me see if I remember these. The pieces you play.
Are they pewter or are they colored?
They are pewter. Yes. They are the UA logo. Okay, sure. Shigaraki's hand, one of his hands like on his face.
Okay.
All right, I'm into it. We have Eraser, his visor that he wears. All right, sure. We got one of Bakugo's grenade gauntlets. All right, I'm fine with that. And the only other one I remember is Deku's mask, which makes sense because he ain't wearing the fucker.
Yeah.
But those are some of the pieces you play as. There is one more. Oh, it's the dummy rocket from the test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I'm kind of like, all right, whatever. But it looks pretty cool. It's a goofy little thing that when I saw it like 3 days ago, It was pre-orders. It's apparently coming out this month, and it's a kind of thing that's apparently gonna be in local stores, so you can pick it up at Target or wherever. Yeah, that I might end up caving and getting this one because I don't actually have a Monopoly board right now. I have Classic Monopoly, but it's missing all the pieces and shit. Most of the money's gone. Oh, the money in this one is Hero Points or something like that, and it's got a picture of like a bunch of the kids from the class just on it, like doing poses. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
But yeah, it's looks great. That's my only piece of anime news.
You know that I'll play.
Oh, I know you will.
But if we play and
with
we
your
have,
offshore bank account,
if we have some good buddies playing with us, we're enforcing that token system again.
The only thing we really need to do is like, as far as like, you know, because we Roger, the last time we played this fucking game, Roger got really pissed because we kept doing like someone would land on your thing and they'd be like, man, I don't have enough. How about next time you land on my thing, then you just don't pay for it. It's like
you were doing immunities.
I'll do twice. I do 2 times land on your stuff. I don't pay. All right, cool, man. And that pissed Roger off because it extended the game, and also we very often refused to give him them because it was like, no, we want you out.
So I happen to have some pogs.
He started implementing a token system where you could give someone a token and that was their immunity, and then they throw it away.
That was the only fair middle ground.
Oh, get off my balls.
Okay, it's not in the fucking rules. Y'all made that rule up.
But also the rule is if you the way we were playing, the rule that we would land on something and be like,
the way I play sir is the way to win.
Hang on. Yeah, okay. The way we were playing is like you land on something, you could be like, oh, I'll buy that, or no, I don't want to buy that one. Okay, cool, someone else rolls. That's not how it really works. If you don't want to buy it, then it goes up for auction, someone can get it for less, including you. That's how it's supposed to work. It's actually, if you play by the rules in the book, it's actually a super fast game, and like it has Monopoly has a tradition of being like a very long-winded game that gets everybody pissed off, and we're staying up until 2 a.m. I can speak on that, baby. I've been there. 6 a.m. I won that fucking game. Eat it, Craig. Basuraopoly. Anyway, but yeah, that's if you play by the rules, the proper rules, it's fine. Which, hey man, if we pick it up, maybe we'll have a game night.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
You're still making a Magic deck. Get off my dick.
I actually, now that you gave me those cards, I'm pretty much done with it.
And you're still not ever gonna play. You never have time.
I'll play.
Little bitch.
I've just been playing Sekiro, dude. I know.
Little baby boy.
I know.
Set the date right now. Set the date in front of me, God, and the Good Buddies universe.
I don't have a date for you, dude.
Yeah,
this weekend's gonna be crazy as it is.
Games with my heart.
It's WrestleMania weekend.
That's the only game you play.
Bitch, you know I'm gonna be streaming for so many hours.
That's the only game you play is with my heart, Roger. With my heart. All right.
I do have a good stack of other games in there, dude. We actually had Kat's sister's moving out of state with her husband.
Oh.
They might not. But they have like some personal issues going on. But the plan was to move, and if they don't, they don't. But they're like, hey, we want to have a game night with y'all. So they came over and we played Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Oh, that's a fun game.
Which is a great game.
That's a very fun game.
Dude, I got to be the traitor.
Oh, yeah.
I got to be the traitor, and I lost. Because they had a lot of smart minds working against them, and like... essentially the scenario was everybody gets shrunk by my character and I get 2 cat tokens.
And you're trying to
kill.
Were you the witch or whatever?
No, I was a scientist. This was an experiment or whatever. So I got my cats or whatever, and I kept getting them in my mouth, but they were all running to save each other. These sons of bitches.
That's really good.
It was fun though.
The only time I played that was with you and AJ, and I ended up being the traitor, and I got y'all asses. Ooh.
Dude, and that
I walked out, I read my rules, I came back with my hoodie pulled over like, whoa.
Grandma's table that I have in there is
it's a good table.
Yeah, it's really good for games.
My dude's got a sweet game table.
Yeah, my grandma bought this table in the 50s. These tables are actually worth like $900.
Jesus,
dude.
boy.
I was like, wow.
That's a sweet ass table.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is not the Grandma's Table podcast, and we've gone way off the rails.
Welcome to the Ramble, good buddies.
That's why it's called the Ramble.
I would love to tell you, good buddies, that if this Ramble is going to be up a little late, it's because WrestleMania.
Yeah,
but it don't matter now.
I just want to say, Christian, I know you're listening. I tried to get a date out of him. You heard it.
Christian ain't listening, dude.
We ain't never gonna get to play.
Does Good Magic Buddy listen? Honking Good Buddy, listen.
If you do in fact hear this, just shoot the group a text right now so we know it. But either way, we love you. Bye.
Honking Good Buddy.
My good buddy Christian. He jumped into the stream one night, man, and he came over. Like, he's into it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's hit those plugs.
I love talking good, buddy.
Let's throw him off the Thunderdome.
Roll him off that Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Off that Thunderdome.
Shout out to Nip Nops the Giant. All right. You don't know what that is.
I don't.
You don't need
I took a big drink of water.
Nice one, dude.
It's parched.
Wow. All right. So we want to, of course, tell you that if you want to send us any questions, comments, etc., recommendations, stuff we should watch, I said it earlier, and now I have to stand by it. If enough of you tell us to watch a thing, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Except Boku no Pico.
We've reviewed anime before that good buddies have recommended.
Again, except Boku no Pico.
Yeah.
Don't try that shit. Just don't. I don't care.
Is a Poco?
Whatever it is,
I
don't care if a billion of y'all pop into the fucking email address. That's thegoodbuddiesanimepod@gmail.com. I don't care if a billion of y'all send us emails. We ain't watching it.
It's uncomfortable.
No, we're just not gonna do it. You can't make me. Anyway,
well, we will take suggestions.
We'll take suggestions, of course. But if you want to tell us anything else, again,
more importantly, we will take questions.
We will indeed. thegoodbuddiesanimepod@gmail.com. You can also leave them on the Facebook group. That's The Good Buddies Universe on Facebook. We have the Twitter, TGB_animepod. We have the Tumblr that's mostly dead and zombified and just a shallowed husk of what it once was, thegoodbuddies.tumblr.com. And as I always say, they have different names. You'll be fine. You may also be listening or watching this on Rapid Kick Media on YouTube. Please leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Ask us your questions.
That's the best place
Tell
to
us
ask the
about it,
question.
baby boy. Tell us about it. Or baby girl.
The more questions we get, the less you get to hear about Grandma's table.
My beautiful children.
So pick your poison.
Leave us your questions, my beautiful children.
Or just comments. We like to hear from you.
That too. I do like to hear from you. I want to know what y'all thought about all these things we talked about. But yeah, we also, you may be listening to this on any number of podcast apps. That's Apple Podcasts. We're on podcast.com, Podbean. Podcast Addict is what I use. We're on Stitcher. We're not on Spotify, because, fuck them. But we're on a number of places, and you can leave us a rating and review. We'd really appreciate it. Give us all 5
by
of
the way
the stars.
that there are 3 episode 50s.
Yeah, you had to re-upload it like 3 times because I was listening to it and I kept finding errors.
I don't know what happened. It got botched.
Yeah.
It was botched.
It was fine. Hey, it happens. It's gonna be okay.
It's okay.
Don't stress over it, man. He's looking real sad.
You want to talk about Married to Seamonsters?
I mean, I'm getting to it, but are you okay, man?
Yeah, man, I'm
It's
good.
not. It wasn't your fault.
I botched it.
I love you, baby.
I fucking blew it.
Love you, baby boy. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, leave us a comment, rating, and all that good stuff. Give us the 5 stars. Tell us how much you loved it, and tell your friends if you're into anime. If your friends are into anime, tell them about it, and it'll be great. Beyond that, we do, of course, want to give a shout out to our good buddies Married with Seamonsters, a.k.a. the Mary Janes, for the use of our opening theme song, Paperdoll.
If you live in the local Central Texas area.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, they got a show coming up on 420.
Oh.
Blaze it 420 XXX.
Was that like a Friday, Saturday?
I don't know. It's on the 420.
I mean, I hope that's a Wednesday or Thursday, so I can go check it out.
It's Spin Connection in Waco,
Spin
Texas.
Connection,
So if you're local and you wanna hear them, they might play some of the Mary Jane songs. Who knows?
If I happen to be off that day, I'll have to check it out. Love me some Mary Janes. But apparently they're gonna do a show. Check that out if you can, or if it's the future and it's weeks ago. You missed out. But yeah, do check out their music. They are on Spotify because they're so damn cool. But that song, Paperdoll, as well as several other hot fire tracks, are only available on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. Most of them you can download them for free. You can also kick them a little something, help them out. They rad. They deserve it. They deserve it. All right. We also want to, of course, give a shout out to our good buddy, A Petty Theft. Yeah. Yeah. Let these people know. All right. That is how you pronounce it. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty Theft. For the use of our closing theme song, which we are still calling Sweet Anime Dreams. Again, that's Petty Theft on SoundCloud and on Twitter. Petty Theft. And I think that brings us to the end of the plugs. Who's taking us out, big boy? You want to take us out of here?
I'll take us out. Unless
right.
do you got anything on that Thunderdome?
I
think I got something.
I think I dumped everything out of the Thunderdome. Thunderdome's empty. Baby need to fill up. I'm hungies. Let's get out of here. From all of us here at the Good Buddies Anime Universe, I am your good buddy Brandon.
And I am your good buddy Roger. Na 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 na.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Let's do one more time. Do you want to go low or high?
I'll go.
You go high.
Okay, I'll go high.
You go high. I'll go low.
Okay.
There's the na 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 na. All right.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. No.